My name is Ralph Isenberg. I'm the founder of the Isenberg Center for Immigration Empowerment, better known as ICIE, here in Dallas, Texas. I am pleased to announce that myself and noted Dallas attorney Domingo Garcia are collaborating on a program that we feel will make a real difference in curtailing the number of detentions, the number of deportations, and putting foreign nationals that find themselves in harm's way because of immigration and customs enforcement on a more even keel to defend themselves, because so often those folks that have fallen into ICE's hands have no way. They don't have the language skills, they don't have the money to afford an attorney, and they're just plain lost. And what they do is, within a matter of a few weeks, they find themselves deported when there could have perhaps been an error made in the deportation process. We are doing this in direct response to what has been, for the past several years, a very unfair deportation policy. But even more particularly, the recent announcement that family deportations were going to increase, and I would also say the recent State of the Union by our president. It wasn't what he said, it was what the Congress did not respond to. Obviously, there looks like there's very little interest in Congress to doing anything to help our immigrants and foreign nationals that are here. The program will be unique to Dallas, Texas. It has several elements. The first element is the creation of a 24-hour hotline. It will give foreign nationals that have had what I call an, quote, ICE emergency or a raid, an opportunity to call a number where information about the person detained can be given to a trained person, and that person can then notify the inner workings of my organization and organizations that Domingo Garcia will be providing for us to make sure that ICE is doing everything by the book in deportating those individuals. Anytime we find any extreme family separation or a violation of the United States Constitution, we will take direct action. Immigration law matters will be left to that arena, and we will make referrals in that case. This is a major attempt to give immigrants one last shot before they're deported at getting a fair shake. We will have a legal team standing by should it be necessary to go to federal court to stop a deportation if we find that deportation is flawed. Secondly, it's important that we give families the means to become educated in the process. And one way that we get them educated is to give them a worksheet to fill out ahead of time so that all the information that an immigration attorney or an activist organization would need to start helping that family immediately is already written down. So we can go to work faster to help that family. We will have workshops around the city to help people fill out that information. And on the back half of this sheet will be a checklist. What is a family to do if there's an early morning raid? First and foremost, it's simple. Don't panic. Get on that phone. And ICE really can't prevent someone from making a phone call for help. Get on that phone, and we'll go from there. How do you get the word around? We'll use the traditional media. We'll ask for media sponsorship of this in all formats. But we're also going to try something very unique. Artist Daniel Yanez is going to create a original work of art that we'll be able to mass produce, that will be hung on fences throughout Dallas, much like what safe houses used to be for children. That will be a subliminal message to families about extreme family separation and knowing something about their rights. We are going to encourage people to start taking English classes. They've got to know basic English. There is so much in the area of education that needs to be done, and our foreign nationals need to do that. The final area is, of course, in oversight. ICE right now has 9 different agencies within the Department of Homeland Security that provide oversight to the job that they do. Frankly, that's ridiculous. That shows you how vulnerable and controversial their techniques are. Now it's time for a 10th. And anytime we find a violation, no matter how small, we're going to alert that oversight group in Washington and ask for relief. Not just for the foreign national, but relief for our city. If there's a rogue ICE agent out there that's harassing people, we want that agent off the streets. If there are false reports being intentionally filled out, we want that exposed and stopped. In other words, one thing that ICE has not had since it's come into existence is it's not had accountability. And that's exactly what the third part of the program does, third element. We, the people, will hold ICE accountable for their actions. And if they break the law, we will ask that they be punished as criminals. You see, a foreign national who may have overstayed isn't a criminal. He's merely broken administrative law. But an ICE agent that calls a person a name because of their background, where they're from, or their faith, or whatever, or who falsifies a report, That person, if found guilty, can go to jail and is a criminal. So it's a fair warning, and we look forward to the challenge. Thank you. God bless the immigrants. God bless the parents of, and most importantly, God bless the children.